Title: The Last Call. Rahul, a 25-year-old software engineer, had recently moved to a small town for work. It was a quiet place, far from the city's chaos. His rented house stood at the end of a lonely street, next to an old abandoned telephone booth. One night, while working late on his laptop, his phone battery died. Annoyed, he searched for his charger, but couldn't find it. Just then, he noticed the telephone booth outside. It looked worn out, its glass cracked, but to his surprise, the light inside was still flickering. Curious, he stepped inside and picked up the dusty receiver. He hesitated for a moment, then decided to dial his friend's number to check if the phone was still working. The line connected, but instead of hearing his friend's voice, he heard a whisper. "Rahul, don't look behind you." His heart pounded. He turned instinctively. Nothing was there. He quickly hung up and rushed back to his house, locking the door behind him. Unable to sleep, Rahul searched online about the telephone booth. He found an old newspaper article about a missing woman named Anjali. The last known record of her was a distress call made from that very booth. Her body was never found, and people believed her spirit haunted the place. Shaken but skeptical, Rahul decided to investigate. The next night, he returned with a flashlight. The phone rang as soon as he stepped inside. This time, he didn't hesitate. He picked it up. "Help me," a woman's voice pleaded. Rahul's breath hitched. "Who are you?" "I'm trapped. They buried me under the booth." Cold chills ran down his spine. He stepped out and shone his flashlight around. The ground beneath the booth looked oddly uneven. Determined, Rahul called the police. At first, they dismissed his claims. But when they started digging under the booth, they uncovered a skeleton wrapped in old, torn clothes. A rusted locket with the name Anjali confirmed the worst. That night, Rahul received one final call. "Thank you, Rahul. I can rest now." The line went dead. The booth's flickering light finally turned off, never to glow again. Rahul never used a telephone booth again. End. But the actual story begins now.